Hey everybody, welcome to the video surprise of the day. I'm going to talk about the 2023 Lexus RZ 450e electric vehicle, and it's an SUV. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, the bell icon if you want to be notified new videos, and really appreciate a thumbs up if you enjoy watching this video. So first of all, this is just a release from Lexus. Okay, finally Lexus is doing something about the EV market. Well, they're going to release a new EV called the RZ450e. Expected to go on sale towards the end of 2022. And, it's going to be the size of the Bz4x. You probably could see that, right? So this is going to be a more luxurious variant of that. So what's the length? Well, the length is 189 inches. And the width is 74.6 inches. The height would be 64.4 inches, and the wheelbase is about 112 inches. All right, tire size would be 18 or 20 inch, I think, depending on the model. But the range is up to 225 miles only. So that's a little bit disappointing, to be honest, about the range, only 225. That's an estimate. Battery capacity is 71.4 kilowatt. All right. So looking at the drive of this vehicle in particular, it looks very nice size vehicle. So, it's going to be like the, say, the Bz4x or the RAV4 size. No major downer on that part of it though. And I'm still a little bit thinking about the, the range. It's only a 225. So I don't know, that's something that a lot of people will be looking for. I mean, a lot of vehicles in the past were 225 miles or less, right? So those are like very eco boxes, right? Would you spend that much money to buy a vehicle that's really luxurious that only has a little small range? That's to be seen, right? Also, on this vehicle in particular, it's going to be a direct 4. That's why I saw it. Direct 4 means a 4-wheel drive, which is a great thing to have 4-wheel drive in a vehicle. I mean, never know, right, when you need it. So direct 4, so all-wheel drive and direct 4. The other thing is, like, there's news that the motor can be rated up to 201 horsepower, and with one maybe 107 horses. I don't know that it's confirmed or not, and maybe it's going to be around 300 horses. So very similar to the Bz4x in a way, I guess. And they're going to share a lot of similar components in a way too, I bet. Well, you can see that this shares a lot of resemblance to the other Lexus models. You can see that, right? With the check mark on the headlights, and also the nice Lexus badging in the back of the vehicle. You can see that the light bar goes all the way in the back. I mean, what do you think about the design? This was more edgier than what you see in, say, the Bz4x or other Lexus models. Definitely very nice styling. It's not very flat styling. And, the back, the window stretches all the way down. You can see there's a spoiler in the back as well, too. So the clips Lexus released are a little bit, I know it's not that bright. It's pretty dark in a way, the ones that are offered. So I'm giving my editorial view. But, like any Lexus, you almost, for sure, going to be a reliable vehicle a lot of times. Comfortable, safe, and, it's going to be lasting for quite a while. But the only thing that I like to knock a little bit is on the range. I mean, that's something when you buy an electric vehicle, range anxiety is always going to kick in. And, it could be a really great vehicle altogether, but when people shop for a vehicle and hold it for a longer period of time. We want to go to a long field trip or vacation on the weekend. You're going to need that range. Otherwise, you're going to be looking for a charging station to charge, especially on an EV like this, right? So that's something that you got to decide if you're looking for an EV for your solution. And EV is really a great saving if you're just driving not too far, I guess. So 225 miles, I mean, I'm not sure the winter, the mileage is really going to be achievable, But, this one has the direct 4. You can see the badging and the styling. It looks great. It's definitely a great vehicle. I mean, if it's a gas vehicle, I wouldn't have a problem. But this is an electric vehicle. Think about it before you straight out and go purchase one, unless you like to drive this car locally only and you don't want to go anywhere far or anything like that. I mean, you're gonna need the charging station anytime, right? So styling, I don't have any gripes about it. I think the style looks pretty good overall, especially in this color, right? So yeah, it looks like it's a 20-inch wheel. So yeah, let me know if that's right from the graphics here. And the check mark is like the new front fascia look that you're gonna get in the newer Lexus as well too. One of many electric vehicles that Toyota is going to be releasing, Toyota Lexus that is, in the future. So yeah, number one, I would say, yeah, wait for the market for this video to come out, see what the response are from the consumers. Definitely Lexus Toyota, if you're watching, you probably want to up that range a little bit more. I mean, if it's like 400 or something like that, I mean, you can see people lining up for this vehicle. But for 225, I'm not sure, right? I know he's going to be reliable and the battery's going to last a longer period of time than many other manufacturers out there. The quality is going to be there, so I wouldn't doubt that. But, maybe you're going to find something to enhance the range in this vehicle. Yeah, 225 per charge, of course. And, but you're buying a lot of luxury. You're just driving around the area, it's great. Yes, there was mention about a yoke steering wheel, but you're not going to see in the United States. I mean, if you're going to see in other places, yes, maybe in China or some other place, you might see the yoke steering wheel, right? You can see a lot of resemblance to the NX in a way, in this particular vehicle, right? I don't know anything about the pricing yet. So I'm not going to speculate too much, but definitely I think it's going to be more than $50,000. Might be closer to 60. It's all optioned out and everything like that. So it's not going to be a cheap vehicle. I think the cheap one's definitely a Bz4X. I mean, that's a commuter vehicle. Maybe you could say it that way, right? But for this one in particular, it's going to be a pretty handsomely expensive vehicle overall. So think twice. If the range makes sense, yeah, Teslas you could get probably around 300 for the Model Y. Keep that in mind. Of course, all the numbers vary on the driving condition and the weather and the climate and etc. Right? So it depends on the driver as well too. But definitely, the body lines and exterior are really top notch, and I like how it looks like. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'm gonna cover the interior next right now. Okay, so let's take a look at the interior. You still have the controls for the seats. It looks like there's no lumbar support for the passenger, which is kind of disappointing. I don't know, that's really a pre-production model or something like that. And these are the new Lux leather. Yeah, Softex is the Toyota name. This new Lux is a little bit better supposedly, and some for the Lexus name. And you can see there's a lot of great cushion over here. Lexus is always known for comfort in their seats, right? It's like sitting on a mat or or mitt. You can support a better word, right? So it's very comfortable seating, a lot of cushion, and the contours and the seats are a little bit different. You see the different partitions on. It's going to be more like the traditional Lexus, and the doors over here look like the the open and close share parts with the NX Pi. Very similar technology. Yes, this one also shared with the NX steering wheel. So you can have all the different controls for the volume and probably the dash and the radio and such of that. Everything's going to be very similar to the NX. So if you want to check out how you think the RX will look like, it's probably similar to the NX. But this is shared with the Bz4X. There's no shift gate, just a button start. So you're gonna get time, need some time to get used to how to use this. But once you get used to it, it's not a big thing. The big thing I like to mention is that the touchscreen. The touchscreen is really nice. I mean, I really like the touchscreen. Similar to say the NX, it's a nice touchscreen. You probably have the different software controls and stuff for the buttons, multi-purpose usage. That's nice. If you're in radio, you probably could turn the different knobs and stuff like that. And overall, I mean, you got not over the top with the Lexus RZ, right? But you get what you really need, right? That's the feel, all right? Lexus is definitely a very conservative company. Yes, you also get a lot of different buttons. You get a lot of you get the map lights and everything that you got the volume controls. You can have those functionality, right? You can hang up the call by pressing the button. everything is there. So, also this one detects if you're falling asleep or something like that. Has a sensor for that too. I like the traditional steering wheel. Of course, that's easier to drive. Some people may like something different, like the yoke. And also, you got these buttons that multifunction for the temperature and such like that. That's really nice. I mean, those are the good points, right? And of course, any vehicle is a big investment, no matter if you're leasing or buying. You definitely want to see in person before you purchase and drive it. I know these are going to be hard to go by, and end of 2022 before they have it, they say. Here's the vent. There's a push button start. Some people like it there. I guess I think it's a little bit too high. I actually like it on lower, like the current RXs. Yeah, you got the new Lux on the steering wheel. So it doesn't seem that it's going to be real leather. I don't know. Maybe there's a luxury model that will eventually come out. But this one, the color contrast is great. Yes, it's probably going to be the similar size as if you would find in a Bz4x or a RAV4 size. That's really a great size. Looks like they got cup holders in the middle as well too. And you can see 3 people in the back, 2 in the front, very comfortably. And it's going to be a very safe vehicle, and you don't have much to worry about in terms of repairs. Anyway, that's a preview look. Pros and con time, your opinion may differ. First of all, I have to admit, I didn't look at this vehicle in person yet. I'm just looking at the specs over here. The sizing is going to be similar to the Bz4x or the RAV4, right? And a lot of commonalities to the NX with the technologies in this new vehicle. So it's definitely going to be reliable, comfortable, and safe vehicle. And the negatives are probably it's not going to be very fast, right? 0 to 60 times, probably going to be around 5.5 or so. I don't think it's going to be a whole lot more than that. And the big disappointment, hate to mention it, is the range. It's only 220 miles. Major disappointment for that. And also the price is going to be very high for this. And I know it's newer technology, and something just came out, but overall, it's probably going to be if you go overlook that, you don't need the range or anything like that, it's going to be a great vehicle. And all the amenities and everything that's in there, it's going to be a real luxurious vehicle as well too. It's going to be a safe vehicle at the same time. All right, so folks, if you made it this far and you like the video, please help me out for a thumbs up. If you have a comment to share, please leave it below. And you have a comment to share about other vehicles and other electric vehicles, please leave it below as well too. Oh, by the way, the Tesla probably has more range than this particular vehicle. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.